Venus, the silent warning of the fire planet. Venus. That bright point shining in the darkness of the sky. For centuries, it winked at humanity. Its surface temperature high enough to melt lead. Atmospheric pressure about 90 times that of Earth. And clouds filled with sulfuric acid. Venus was literally created to keep its own secrets. For a long time, scientists could only know Venus through the light reflected from its clouds. These clouds created complete mystery and uncertainty. There was no information about the surface. Only assumptions. And too many questions. So what was under this curtain of mist? Could Venus be telling us something about ourselves? 1989, the mission that broke the silence. In 1989, NASA took a historic step to explore Venus. The Magellan spacecraft was launched to explore Venus. This mission was different from all previous Venus missions. Magellan did not attempt to land on the surface. Because Venus' surface was deadly for any craft to survive for long. Instead, Magellan orbited Venus using synthetic aperture radar technology. Radar waves penetrated Venus' thick atmosphere. And for the first time, humanity began to see the true face of Venus. The images obtained were shocking. An alien world. When Magellan's radars captured the thick clouds of Venus, a surface never seen before by humanity emerged. The planet's surface was covered with massive volcanoes and large lava plains. Solidified lava flows looked like frozen rivers, showing that Venus once had a highly active volcanic history. But the traces of this history were now buried in silence. The planet's surface bore no signs of life. There were no oceans, nor natural formations familiar to us on Earth. Everything had been erased under Venus' own hot and pressurized atmosphere. The radar images sent by Magellan did more than just map the surface. They also posed a thought-provoking question to humanity. If Earth was once similar to Venus, are we also heading toward a similar fate? Venus and the climate out of control. According to astronomers, Venus was quite similar to Earth in the past. But at a certain point, everything changed. Excessive carbon dioxide in the atmosphere created an intense greenhouse effect. Heat was trapped excessively. Oceans evaporated. And the planet entered an unstoppable warming cycle. Today, Venus' surface temperature is approximately 470 degrees Celsius. This temperature cannot drop without balancing mechanisms. This is not just the story of Venus. It is a cosmic example of what can happen when a climate gets out of control. Not dead, still changing. One of Magellan's most astonishing discoveries was this. Venus might not be a dead planet as previously thought. About 85% of the planet's surface is covered with volcanic flows. There are massive pancake domes, volcanoes, and large lava plains. In fact, Magellan's files provided strong evidence in the 1990s that volcanic activity could still be occurring on Venus. So Venus may still be changing. Change without plates. On Earth, the surface, the land, is shaped by moving plates. Mountains rise, earthquakes occur, the crust constantly renews. But on Venus, there is no plate tectonics. It has a single-piece crust. Yet, Venus has created enormous geological structures called coronae. These structures form due to immense pressure within the planet. This shows us change does not always have to come with movement. Sometimes, accumulated energy alone is enough. Return to Venus. When the Magellan mission ended, Venus was no longer just a cloud of mist. But its story was far from complete. On the contrary, Magellan revealed more about what we did not know about Venus than what we did. That is why scientists began to investigate the questions. How did Venus become like this? And how long did this transformation take? These questions prompted humanity to embark on another journey to Venus. NASA's planned DAVINCI and VERITAS missions aim to journey to Venus. These missions will examine not only the planet's surface but also the depths of its atmosphere. Because Venus' atmosphere holds the record of how a planet became uninhabitable. DAVINCI+, the memory of a planet. The DAVINCI+ mission will enter Venus' thick atmosphere directly. The goal of this mission is to analyze the chemical traces trapped in the planet's atmosphere. These traces can tell us: was there water on Venus at some point? When did the oceans evaporate? At what point did the greenhouse effect become irreversible? These questions are crucial not only for Venus, but for Earth as well. VERITAS, below the surface. The VERITAS mission will examine Venus' surface and internal structure in unprecedented detail. With high-resolution radar maps. Whether the volcanoes are still active. Which regions of the surface have recently changed. How heat from inside the planet is distributed. Will be investigated. If Venus is still active. This means the planet's story is not over yet. Venus and Earth, similarity. The reason scientists focus so intensely on Venus is not just curiosity. The main reason, comparison. Earth and Venus are almost sibling planets in size, mass, and structure. One is full of life. The other is completely uninhabitable. The reason for this difference is a very delicate balance. Some gases in the atmosphere. The energy the planet receives and retains. And the mechanisms that can balance this energy. Venus lost this balance. And once lost, there was no turning back. That is why Venus is a planet from which we must learn a lesson. Venus as a warning. Venus shows us. A planet's collapse does not happen instantly. At first, small changes occur. The temperature rises slightly. The atmosphere thickens. At some point, a chain reaction begins. And nature can no longer stop itself. And the climate change happening on Earth today shows that we, as humans, must take action. Final thought. Venus may appear like a silent world on its surface, but the message it gives us is very clear. It asks us, what happens when a planet loses its natural balance? And more importantly, are we aware enough to wake up before making the same mistake?